So for this beautiful landscape, I start from the background, anything which is further, and then move forward. Sky is the back. I finish with the sky, then the ground, and a little bit further on top, it's this beautiful trees, and then we place the cottage here, the details more, fence, and these black trees with the snow on top. So I just divided into half or a little bit more space for the sky for now. And let me first of all mix the paint before drawing. The paint, if you see, it's a lots of pure white color and a lovely grayish color as a cloud. Even if you have a palette knife, you can use palette knife. This is a palette knife. If you have this kind of things or in a plastic, it's easier to mix your paint or even apply on a canvas because it has a lots of heavy texture we can see in our painting. So I'm going to divide the sky from the ground with this grayish color first. So take some, divide that. I put a little bit of space more for the sky part, less space for the landscape. And so freely, because the sky is full of cloud, I take a lot of heavy paint, apply easily on my canvas, back and forth, and try to cover it with the white color and the gray color, both at the same time. Doesn't matter you start from bottom or start from the top. Just take the grayish color, heavy paint, apply back and forth, like that. At the same time, lots of white color, again, back and forth, in between gray color. The reason I really go with the heavy paint is so much easier to cover white off canvas. And the other things is takes time to get dry, so you can apply with both color, white and gray, and they give us a nice blending. They don't dry fast. If they dry so fast, when you bring the next color on top, the hard edge create. And we don't have any hard edge in our sky. Sky most of the time is so smooth and so soft. So first of all, start with a grayish color. At the same time, take white color and let it move on top of your sky freely back and forth and make it look like cloudy sky. Depend on our grayish color that we make. I have a bright gray color. When I see the model, I think it's nice to have a little bit darker gray in between as well. But after we finish the sky, we can do that. Okay, move on till you get happy with your sky. And then you can make a little bit darker gray. Same colors, but just a little bit more black. Add into that, bring it on top. Some brush stroke, not very much. We don't need to apply a lot of darkness. Continue until you feel happy with your sky, and then let it completely get dry. We don't need to overwork on it or even work a lot on the bottom part of our sky because lots of trees will come on top and cover it. I'm going to take my bigger size of brush. Imagine the cottage is on the center. Choose one place like that, a little close to the left side. Then like this way, move a little bit down and then move like that. We will bring the darker and lighter color on top of it. I would like to make the road like this and make it larger here to continue. Take all this bottom part of the canvas. So smaller there, just the way, and then come down, make it larger. And after that, we need to add another gray for the snow on top of it. And please use lots of heavy paint because we would like to have wet surface when we bring another gray on top. We don't want to let it dry. So after you finish with the road, just clean your brush with napkin. I'm not using any water inside that. And then start to take this lighter gray that I pre-mixed before and choose one side. I can choose a left side, apply heavily and this side back and forth and bring this darker, actually lighter gray into dark one as well a little bit. Not much because I want this darkness of the road disappear on the stance. In front is okay to be more dark, but on the stance I would like to make it disappear. So a little bit bring the light gray on top of it. And then add the lighter gray on the side to cover all this part. If you use heavy paint, you can make a texture for your snow, and even you can cover easily the white of canvas and then still wet because we need to bring the white color on top later. Just left and right, we add our brush stroke back and forth. Let it come just a little bit into the blacky or dark grayish color as a road. And even you can bring back the grayish, the blacky color to let it disappear on the edge. Like that. I bring this gray into that and then from darker tone, move to the lighter tone and make it lighter. So, and then at the same time, yeah, after you finish the left side, you can move on to the right side. Take the grayish color, the light gray color and cover it. Just left and right, back and forth to the way that the snow will come, like the snow is happen on a floor, on the ground. It's not top and bottom, it's left and right. Movement, brush stroke. And at the same time, take the white color and make the snow a little lighter, because the snow, when it's come, it's not really grayish, and it's not just a white color. It's not just a pure white color. It's some part really white, some part as a little bit grayish. Because of that, I bring the pure white color at the end on top. Triangle shape, and it's not really challenging. It's not in angled a lot. So we can go with the dark gray color we already have. And then parallel with this, I connect the other side of the cottage. So with the same color that I already have, black, I start from here, bring it down to cover it. When it's wet, clean the brush with the other gray, start from this side, bring it up. And make it move into each other. Like that. Even if you like maybe more, you can just do it sometimes, so many times, to feel happy with it from top to bottom or from bottom to the top. But the top part is darker. And then the same technique happened for the other part, side, which is here. All this triangle shape is just a black. Come down. A little bit more, bring it down. And then clean your brush with napkin with the gray color, grayish color that we already make here. Take some from bottom, move up. Do sometimes to feel happy with that. Even you can make some liney part to shape it, look like the real cottage, like that, with the tip of brush. A little bit lighter gray. Like this. And now this time I clean my brush very well, because I would like to finish this side. And I just need to take pure white color, really heavy, to cover all the side with this pure white color, because it's a snowy part. And now it's supposed to be clean, heavy. Then I'm coming to cover one line here to show the other side of cottage. Always have a napkin in your hand, it's so helpful. The other side. Like this. And even we can go with the tiny door here. With the tip of brush, apply. Even detail some with the white color. You can add some details around. And a pure white color, a little details here and here. So then you can leave it get completely dry. Next part is the trees around, which is covered with orangey, yellowy, reddish color. So I take yellow, a little less red because red is so strong, can change the value so fast. I would like to make the orange first. And then with another brush, we can apply to bring all this nice movement of the trees around. And then even some here, like that. So I'm going to take this orange, really heavy. This time our movement is not back and forth, it's top to bottom. From top to bottom, and randomly happen. It's not really less paint I use. I try to make a really heavy paint because I want to cover the sky and even the background. Just do like that randomly. They are not all in the same level. Some a little bit higher, some a little bit lower, and in between, take heavy yellow, bring it on top. When they wet and when they are so heavy, they mix together so beautifully. And you can see the nice warm color in between the cool, snowy color. So I add a little more here. Try to shape it look like the leaves. So you can do like that randomly. Do everything like randomly. It's a landscape. It's not really straight way. Even you can go with a pure red color in some part and let heavy paint sit on the canvas. When you're further on top, because it's more look like the trees, we can add even the white color with the yellow mixed together and make the new color. Make the new lighter tone. An even darker tone. So like that. Bunch of colors, light and dark, make this beautiful surface and trees. And then around the cottage. All happen with the tip of brush. You can use all these colors at the same time. Yellow, orange, red. Make sure when it's close to the cottage, be a little slow, not to go inside because we want to show that very clean around the edge and then cover the rest. Heavy paint and bring it up. And the yellow at the same time. Again, I try to make it up and down to make it more interesting. Not all in one level. It's so warm colors here. And then with the same technique, we can bring it around the ground, like on a snow. I try to do less brush stroke and little bit heavy texture, like this. Movement. And all this happened very nicely a little bit. Even more yellow I need to have. More yellow to make more orange. Take heavy paint, shape like a grass, tiny grass around the left side, the right side. But when you want to help any colors sit on top of the others, you need to take really heavy paint, less pressure in your hand, and let it sit on top of the surface. Even lots of yellow. I know when you use heavy paint, it takes really time to dry, but worth it because the painting is more look like the real painting. When you touch it, you can feel this heavy texture, which is so cool and lovely. So when I want to add the colors around, I'm not thinking about less paint. I just go with the heavy paint, take lots of heavy paint and bring it on top. Now with the same technique, I want to finish these long cone trees and then add the snow on top. So they come on top of this yellowy warm color and even orangey tone in our painting. Actually, it's supposed to be everything dry, but even when it's wet, you can do the same. You can go with heavy texture, but you need to go with lots of heavy texture, not lift up the first paint that you already have. And I'm going to switch this flat brush, just a pure black color this time. Take a pure black color and then pure white color for snow. So pure black like this. I try to draw the line as a shape of trees like that. And then take heavy paint, shape it, look like the long cone tree. And still the background that I have it, but I try to use really heavy paint like this, very less pressure in my hand, and even you can see this nice texture on top, which is so lovely. Texture make the painting more look like the real beauty and look like the real nature. So then leave it like that. We have smaller one disappear under this part, which is covered a little on top with the yellow that already we have. A little bit more black to shape look like a country and leave it be like this, not add more. Switch the other side as the branch, top to bottom, top to bottom, like this. 2 branch I'm going to add, then one side. Take the paint, randomly move like that. With this side of the brush, or even with whole side if you want, when you come down because it's more larger, do like this, randomly touch the canvas and even make more black. To cover this part and bring it down. I need to add more black. There's no black on it. This one. So lots of paint. I would like to see this lovely texture. If I take it from a side, you can see how much heavy it is. Same for the other one. Like that. So we can wait everything a little bit get dry and then add the snow, or at the same time we can do. Both are okay. But if we want to do at the same time, we need to wait everything be heavy. We need to apply heavy paint to let this heavy white color as a snow set on top. And even we can add this fence around. You can see it's like with this angle and with this angle. And with the tip of brush, I'm going to start apply here. Start apply here. Go a little bit higher and here. Shorter line. I would like to show this angle. And then with the tip, try to draw a line to connect them together. Like that. And then on this side is exactly this angle. So the first one is longer. Here. And the second one is a little bit further and higher, but shorter. And the one which is here is not really visible. So with the line, I try to connect this fence together with this angle. So we finish with the blacky part of this, and these are in front of us, so we can make it heavy. We can make a lot of paint on top and make look like really heavy paint, heavy fence. And even if we have more paint, we can apply to make the front more heavy and more dark with this black color randomly like that. Clean the brush very well. With napkin. Now we are moving with just a pure white color. I would like to make the snow on top. And really heavy paint on top of the black branches. to show that it's covered with snow. With lots of paint, make sure not to lift up the others. When you go with heavy paint, it's easier. And even the other ones. Sometimes they mix together with the black and make the grayish snow. That's okay. I try to always clean it with napkin. I have a napkin in my hand. Always touch the napkin, clean it with that, and then move on with the other color. Or even with the clean white color, like that. Because when you apply on a canvas, still the black is wet, make my white color gray. So I clean it again. And then with the fresh white color, I come up and cover it. Again, clean it with the fresh paint, come on top, and add on top of the trees. Then clean it like that. So even sometimes happen you add a lots of snow on top and you're not happy with. You would like sometimes to have more to see the real trees, not just a lots of snow. Again, you can back and forth, add the black in between. I would like to make some snow come on top of the cottage like this. That's interesting. And even I would like to bring some snow on top of the fence. Look like that. That's so cute. Even here, and here, and here. Clean it and bring some fresh paint. Here, here, here. And if you want to have some here on top, a little bit on top of the darkness, bring the white color. These are just the details we are going to add. And even you can add more snow because sometimes after the painting get dry, you can feel it get darker. So you can apply with more fresh paint and make it more the light colors on top, even the darker tone if you like, and make the painting more fresh. And yeah, we are okay with that. So everything is done. Just I would like to separate these two sections from each other with this grayish brush I have already and add some more details here, more here. And yeah, I can call our painting is done. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this beautiful landscape, snowy landscape, and hope to join me again. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.